those that are new, we're Rick and Deb Purcell, and we are healers. And we do these once a month, free healing webinars. And this month, at the end of this month, we will start doing this in the Southern Hemisphere, Australia, New Zealand. We have a website, healteachlove.org, where you can read on the first page all about how this began with us. And we do this with Phil. Take it away, Phil Barrow.
My turn. Yeah, I love this actually, but it's a shame. Sometimes we get 50, sometimes we just don't know how many will come here. But I've been healing since I was 4, for 51 years. I started naturally. I didn't know anyone could heal. I mean, in fact, I thought everyone could heal. I thought it was just normal until I realised as I was growing up that it's not normal. Then I got credited 20 years ago. I do voluntary healing in 2 places, and the knowledge I bring is from different aspects of different past lives I've been. The Raphael part, the Hermes part, and the Merlin part. So sometimes someone asks a question and it takes a few minutes for me to work it out. It's just I'm channeling some of my aspects and they're trying to work out what the question is and what the answers are. And then they just give it back. So sometimes you wonder why it's a slow pause. I'm just trying to get the information if it's a complex one. But anyone wants any healing tonight, that'll be fine. I use various systems and sometimes new ones. So you might, if you're a spiritual healer, you might learn some healing techniques. So that's about it.
So how it works with Rick and I, Rick is connected to source energy, creator, God, whatever name you want to give him. He scans you and I get the downloaded information. So I actually can see inside your body. And I start telling you what the messages are that I'm receiving, and we go from there. All right. So
we can remove attachments.
And if you want to just ask your questions or start listing things in the chat pane on the right hand. And right now, I have Davina. She's asking if we could assist her to check her left eye and her left-hand side, actually. Yes, we can.
Do you want some healing as well?
She's asking us to check her left eye, her left-hand side.
Okay.
Actually seeing something behind her eye. Phil, do you see that snake thing behind her eye? Oh, it looks like a worm. I have Archangel Michael. All right, it's being removed now. There's also one in your back. Davina, I know where these came from, but I don't want to discuss it here. I'll talk to you later.
I'm overeating now. That felt like a parasite burning out.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a spiritual parasite was burning out.
They are.
Very
I know exactly where they came from.
Thank you so much, because I keep feeling like something in my eye, but I checked it's been more than 1 week or 2 weeks. And behind my back, the 2 bones, you could feel like, like electric, but
yes,
something.
Yeah, I know where you got them, and I know exactly how you got them, and you're the second person I removed one from this week, and I know exactly where you got them, and I will explain where later.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
Okay.
Did you feel heat coming up? To get rid of them yourself, when you're meditating, you've got to think of a very high temperature on the area. They just burn out. They can just burn out. I went instantly out then, which is a sign it's a parasite.
It's somebody that she wouldn't even realize is giving these off.
And sometimes they don't even know.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Rhonda.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I don't understand your question.
I have heard that those who have had the, this, right? This thing.
Are you talking about the shedding?
I guess, is that what it's called? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that affect the others? Does that affect us? Okay. So my links to Source and Gaia, they should be perfect.
Nobody's going to be affected by that. That's another fear.
Okay.
Point.
And quite honestly, I was reluctant to even ask because I still really do feel that nothing can get to me anyway, right? I'm powerful and protected, so I don't think I have to worry about that. However, I'm going to contradict myself now in that I was wondering, it's been quite a while, and I was wondering if you all could connect with me and just do a body scan and just make sure everything is in its right place.
Okay, Rhonda, can I say something about the, we don't know because it's been made by low vibrational people.
Mm.
So we don't know exactly where it's going. It's as though it's two sorts. It's like separation. It's like the ones having it and ones having it. And that's like two different people that are coming out of this, two humans.
Okay.
You want some healing, scanning and everything?
Yeah, that would be lovely if you could. I would so appreciate it.
Yeah, okay.
And my back and my knees.
Maybe the beginning of well, I don't know whether it's today or next week, but your bladder is being healed.
Wow.
I was talking about the bottom of your feet.
I get a grounding problem. I think it's a blockage, it's not a grounding problem.
Your crown chakra. Okay, now the bottom of your spine, above your root chakra. You may feel a heat or vibration there.
Yes, I have been for actually a little while.
Rhonda?
Yes.
You've been doing a lot of spiritual this year. There's
Yes.
There's a lot more coming, and you could do light language soon.
Awesome!
So,
Exciting. Very good. So what was going on was my crown chakra blocked?
your root chakra is blocked, but then your crown, it's like a traffic jam. It's not balanced, it's not working. You've just got to ground a bit more. I think you're learning so much up here, you're not thinking, hold on, I've got to ground some of the stuff as well.
Ah, okay.
So more grounding during after you get channeled or what you do in spiritual, do a bit of grounding at the end so any energies just disperse.
Okay, ground at the end. You know what? I am lacking. I usually do it in the beginning, but I don't do that at the end. So, okay, I will take that to heart. I'm sure that will help me.
The grounding at the end is the most important because you're still at an eye. You got to ground yourself to the earth. That's why you're having feet problems and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Grounding is always at the end.
Oh, well, see, I'm still learning new things all the time. So, very good. And then the other question I had was in focusing and getting the answer. So when I ask a question to source, because I go from unconditional love, I go right to source and get confirmation that it's, and so from there, all my questions and answers come from that. Now, I'll get, if I ask the same question, I will get yes, no, or I might just get an answer left. Strong, it's not just an answer. So how do I focus more on, I'm not sure what I need to do.
Change your supplier. Don't go all the way to source. Go to the Andromedas or the Pleiadians. Go to some of the higher vibrational beings and ask for them. Okay, so
source is not high enough?
Source can be too high. You want information, and really the best people to ask the information are the higher beings that are sending us high vibration.
Oh, okay.
Why aren't you using your guides? Why aren't you using your guides and your angels?
I was using them for the longest time, but I was still getting that yes, no, whatever it is. And so it wasn't definitive. And so I thought, well, screw you guys. I'm going to go somewhere where it's just it is the highest answer, the highest source. Why not? And then I've had conversations with, and they haven't been pretty, mind you. So But anyway, okay.
But how I do it, I channel like the aspect that was on Atlantis Hermes. I get information about crystals, healing, crystal, anything connected to that. Then I want healing, I ask Raphael for healing. If I want an high vibration, I go to the Andromeda system. So I connect to the ones I want, basically. If I want magic, I'll connect to Merlin.
Okay.
Yeah, just connecting to one is a bit like putting the BBC on all the time and watching that. Variety is always worth it.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, good to know. And I will know that they are who they say they are.
If you connect to Andromeda, the vibration itself tells you. The energy tells you. It's very prickly, very vibrant. There's nothing on Earth like that. You'll know.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Low vibration beings can't have that high vibration. It's prickly. It's as though you got bags of it. It's an unbelievable energy to connect to.
Okay. Yeah, I would feel that. Okay, well, thank you guys. So appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Okay. Violet Grace. She's just saying hi, and she was grateful for all of this. She wants a scan and healing. Okay, Violet.
I just wanted to add one thing, but because I was driving, I didn't type it. So I had asked all of my spiritual guides, spiritual team, and because I've been against getting it for a long time. However, my grandparents are in their 90s, and I'd like to see them one more time. And my parents have pretty much put their foot down, as well as everybody else, that I cannot go see them. So I am dealing with that. Source in the spiritual realm was that I will persevere through it and potentially be somebody that could help somebody else get through a similar situation. Like, I don't know if
I'll do some healing, Violet. If you start feeling a bit tired or a bit unwell, try and park up somewhere. Because I'll send high vibration in to dissolve any low vibration, but it might affect you. So obviously look for somewhere to park if it does that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
And Deb, you're scanning, aren't you?
Okay, thank you. The side effects for me have been quite rough, especially with my headaches. I have not had this in a long time, so it could be a combination of both.
Not getting anything.
Did you feel anything then?
I did. I felt a lot in my heart. Like, it was a warm vibration. It was quite intense. Thankfully, I had just gotten out of construction and off the turnpike.
Could you scan her then, Deb, or can't you scan her?
Well, Rick scanned her, but I wasn't able to receive anything.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
I never got the straight no, ever. It was, proceed, you will overcome. I mean, that was the trending message I continued to receive.
Well, they're never going to, this is a free will. They're never, ever going to tell you what to do and what not to do. So you have to, these are choices you have to make. Your team is never going to tell you to do something or not to do something.
Well,
This is always a free will.
Absolutely.
But they did say you'd overcome it if you had it. So they're giving you a bit of advice if you had it. But yeah, they can't tell you yay or nay. It's free will.
Correct. And I know that it's been challenging, to work through the different pieces when it's something that you personally didn't feel was best for you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's a very emotional thing because I have a friend in Canada that had to make the same choice.
Yeah, but thank you guys for everything always.
I don't believe she was bitten by a tick. I also feel something caught in my left shoulder blade. I love you all so much. I love you too.
So I did shield me and my son very well, as best as I could, but I automatically felt my nose burning, my head hurting within 10 minutes of being around him. So I was literally performing Reiki on myself in public to kill them as they were getting me type stuff. And since then, I had diarrhea immediately, within 20 minutes I had to go to the bathroom, and just continued since. And then I took something off my leg. I think it was a tick. I'm not even sure, but it looked like a tick. And yeah, this is the second time in a month now. Something's got caught in my left shoulder blade. I had with David last time, and I had was able to pull it off myself. But it just feels like I'm getting hit with the triple whammy, and I'm still not connected either. I had black magic being used on me, and I was able to, find the source and remove them from my life. But since then, I'm not connected. I could feel my galactic team working on me, but I haven't got messages in 3 months now. I don't hear them. I can feel them working on me, and I could feel my intuition, and I could feel myself healing, but I'm not getting, I don't know why I'm so disconnected and I can't receive my messages, where before the black magic, I was literally able to have full-blown conversations all day with them. My heart, because I'm trying everything, and it's just not working.
What do you want? I'll give you some healing, and what I'll try and do, I'll try and create a portal above your head and a healing sea of the goddesses of the white side of the underworld. I'll try and get you blessed. Is that okay? Yeah. So it's a little different than healing. Take about a few minutes while Deb will scan you.
Inside your torso is a emerald green fog of healing. Whole torso. It's the beginning of the healing. So inside your heart now, you're going to feel this warmth that's going to go through your whole body. It's going to be the Creator's energy. So inside your heart, he's going to pour his diamond crystalline energy. And his white diamond crystalline energy turns into this molten gold that's going to start pumping. And as your heart pumps through your whole body into your bloodstream, this golden energy, it's going to heal every part of your body. So it's going to every organ in your body, and it's going to start feeling this warmth through your whole body. It's going to heal every organ and go through every blood, every vein in your body. And it's going to start in just a few seconds, starting now. So every time your heart beats, you're going to feel this warmth. You can see it going through now, spreading through your chest, down through your arms, through your neck, down to your stomach area. This warmth, golden energy, up your neck, into your face, your head, down your arms, all this warm energy, going up your spine, down your hips, into your hips, down your legs, your head. Your whole body glows this molten golden color, this warmth. Every vein, every organ, your whole body's pulsing this beautiful energy, all the way to the tips of your toes, the top of your head, down out your crown, outside of your body, your auric field, aligns your chakras, complete. You will not get Lyme disease. The only illness that you will experience are ones that you contracted before you came here. With regards, any illness in your body right now will be healed with this.
I have to open my angel wing, and then it stopped for a week, and then last night again something, and now it's so excruciating. It's almost it feels like a dart hit.
It's because you've lost connection. That is like a fight between getting connection to the spirit world. It is the back of your neck. I felt a lot of pain in my back actually. So you must have pain in the back. But you've been cleansed of anything to do with that alleged vaccine, probably vibration, I'll say. Yeah. And also the black magic stuff was a thing that was in the shoulder blade. It's blocking. It's actually deliberately trying to block.
Oh yeah, I know.
Clearing you. It's blocking the clear, but it's cleared now. Okay. I'm sure it's cleared. I'm sure you'll be able to connect shortly. So that was what happened. It was a portal above your head. It created a dimensional bringing of white light that's basically giving you a blessing from the goddesses. So that's cleansed that out, and that's why you haven't got the pain now.
Now my question is every time I go around him, is this gonna happen?
I've been told you can create your own shield.
Yeah, I've been, but apparently it didn't work. So.
It will work now because you're not blocked.
What's the best one to use? Because I use like 10 of them. Depends on the situation, but I've done the Armor of God, I do the mirror one, I do like a golden love bubble, I've done the plasma one.
Yeah, angelic mirror.
Thank you.
You had a very bad back, because I had a bad back.
Yeah.
It'll go now.
Yeah, the guy that did the black magic was from like 800 BC, and he had killed me in 1709. I was a little boy, and he'd raped me and killed me by strangulation. So I went back and changed that timeline, and his higher self agreed to take back everything he did to me, and poof, he was gone. But I believe it was more than one that was connected to him. There was like good 4 or 5 people that were doing it all at the same time, and they were stealing my sexual energy. So,
and that's gone now.
Not fun.
Are we complete? Thank you.
Thank you.
Reinhard.
Yeah, hello, Henrik and Phil. Yeah, well, normally I felt really good, but since about a week or more than that, on my torso I get those itchy feelings, and it's not because I don't wash, but it's something. I suspect the energy which comes in is triggering something out of my body, maybe getting out, or I have no explanation for it. So if I could get a scan, I don't, possible.
And some healing as well.
Healing, of course, because this is irritating.
Is it like a defense system then? It's like your body's defending yourself from the energies outside.
I'm almost thinking they're spraying something in the air.
I must say I have been sitting out on the terrace, taking sun, and when the sky is cloudy, I also sit on the terrace for some time, and then I go in again. But it's about, as I said, it's more as 1 week ago, and so on. I don't know.
I'll do healing to the part that's so prickly. Yeah, try and do it so you don't feel that again. So that's okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
You may feel a warmth.
Yes,
right,
I feel. Thank you.
Going through your bloodstream as well, because it's like an allergic reaction. So drink a lot of water. Let me know how it should clear up. Let me know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I've done is I've put a bit of moon energy into your where the itching is to soothe it down, and I've upgraded your aura field to actually try and defend yourself against it, to try and block the actual what's entering. So your aura field's been upgraded, and the itchy part has been soothed. So hopefully that should be okay.
Only on the torso body, only on the torso body, nothing on the legs or arms. So that's really strange.
So it was only where it was exposed. It's only where it's exposed to air, or is
No. I'm fully clothed, and I don't have it in my face. I don't have it on the arms.
Oh, okay.
Not on the legs, torso.
Oh, wow.
Of course.
Weird.
It's no spring. It's no spring in Germany, and it's getting warmer, and you go out in the garden.
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Blessing.
Denise, you just want to scan to see if you're all clear?
Yes. I want to see if I'm doing a good job of clearing myself or not.
And you want healing, obviously.
Yeah, whatever's needed,
Make sure she doesn't have any attachments.
You're well balanced. You are.
Hi. Any clues about the electricity through the hands thing? Experienced this phenomenal electricity coming out of my hands, and it was very overwhelming. I just was wondering if anyone has insight about that.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. The big bracelet out.
She's an X-Man. Is it like real electricity? Is it static electricity?
Feels energetic in nature. It's like almost like every finger separate, and it just like bolts out. And I was like, okay, what do I do with this? So I just put it on my heart. It was like.
So it sounds like you need to do some healing on people, but don't electric shock them.
Well, this is the first time it's happened, so I was kind of like, oh, wait, what do I do with this?
Sounds like a buildup of energy.
It's building a static energy. It's probably, if you have rubber soles, sometimes you don't have the static. If you do, it's like you're becoming like a conductor of all the static around you. I work with plastic, and I can actually touch someone and give them an electric shock if I want to.
It was weird because I was like actually in water when it happened, and so I was like, I didn't have any shoes on or anything, and I was in water, so I was like, it was very confusing for me. Something opens up and happens. You're like, what is this?
Well, water conductor.
It's like when I do healing, hands-on healing, I get a build-up of negative energy in my hand, and I've got to click it out, and you like you're pulling your muscle, but it's a static energy coming. It's a negative energy, which is very similar. So I'm not sure if you're picking up energy that you need to release.
Maybe
you need to ground it. You are well balanced, so that's fine.
Really good to hear.
I would try and heal people to see how it goes. See if this energy needs to be used.
Yeah, it sort of happened when I was like, I was trying to transmute the feeling of like a collective feeling in the heart of like loss. Like there's a lot of people that have a lot of feeling of loss, and it just was overwhelming. I was just trying to transmute that feeling, and it just like happened, and I was like, whoa, what's going on?
So what you're picking up all the negative energy and put it into your body, and then you can release it through electric, because you're picking up that much. So you need to ground yourself when you do that after. Yeah.
Geez, I thought being in water was going to help, but it's not.
Just do it and connect yourself to the power. Yeah.
Let me get some batteries.
Then you get free electric. Yeah, I would say it's picking up all the negativity. It's turn it into electricity.
Good to know. Thanks, you guys. That really helped.
You can do that because you're so balanced. That's what's good. You're absolutely balanced, so you've got that ability to do that. You can pick everyone's negativity, but when you do pick it up, you've got to send it somewhere.
Very well. Really, really well.
I guess I have to work on that a little bit more, huh? Developing that aspect. Okay, that's a good clip.
So I got shortness of breath in her lungs.
Yeah, I've had a lung disease for about, a little over 20 years. I've been doing self-healing and managing it, and growing new lung tissue myself. Well, apparently I'm not doing it fast enough, and which kind of ticks me off. Well, now I'm at the point where my guides have told me that it's time to ask for some help, and I can't walk down the hall without getting out of breath. And so, my brothers and sisters, I'm asking for help, Phil.
That's okay. We'll help you.
Yeah, and I hate asking for help. It is time. I want to.
We're all in this together, Dina.
So, I'm sorry, what, Deb?
We're all in this together.
Yes, I know. This is my ego. I'm working on letting that go.
Okay, just relax. I'll give you some healing. So you want your throat clear. You want everything clearing, basically. You want an upgrade in healing.
Oh, that would be great. Sure, thank you.
Yeah, I would try and change your energy field into ask for Andromeda's energy when you're healing yourself.
Okay, thank you.
And your heart timing is off too. The beating of your heart is off. The timing, so that's getting repaired too, which also affects your lungs. So your ticker is getting corrected. That'll help your breathing too.
Thank you.
So you may feel some warmth, a little vibration. Everybody's different. How are you feeling?
So much lighter. Oh, it feels wonderful. I should have asked a long time ago. I wanted to do it myself. Thank you so much.
Dino, a couple of things. Yeah, one is, remember your brain can heal you everywhere. Sometimes you just need to tell it. So you tell your brain, look, I've got a problem here. You this is a computer. You are you. You got to take over and tell it, fix your problems. So instead of self-healing, tell your brain to start doing its job. Sometimes it's doesn't do it.
So I need to be more specific.
Yeah, just tell your brain, look, I've got a problem here. You're not fixing it. So when you do a bit of meditation, connect to your brain and just say, I want a bit of help here. Yeah, I took over my brain when I was 14. I was supposed to have brain damage. Up to 9, I was past at 9. I took over my brain, and I took out the bad bit, and kept alive the good bits. Yeah, so you can take over your brain and get it to work on you. The other thing is, I've connected you to the Andromeda, the beings on one of the planets in Andromeda. So when you meditate next, it might be a bit different, and use their energy instead of Earth's energy.
Well, that's interesting. I have an Andromedan from the future that hangs out with me. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why he's been hanging out with me, to get me to figure that out. So I will connect differently now. Okay, thank you, Phil.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Debbie Nicholson. Or physically moving.
No, it's either vibrating. It started, like over a year ago, it was jerks, but now it's just vibrates. That's not all the time. So it's gotten much better, but it's still not gone.
Well, vibrating is a good thing. Didn't you know that?
No, we talked about this before. It wasn't a good thing. It isn't a good thing. And Phil has tried helping me, and then I had you guys heal me too, but it's still not gone.
So you're saying it's a negative entity?
Yeah.
You're sure it's a negative entity? It's not a positive.
Sometimes it can be spirit trying to contact you. Doesn't know how.
I mean, if they're taking the bed, moving it.
Is it shaking? Is it shaking, or is it just vibrating? It's shaking.
Yeah.
Do you have fear when that happens?
It's annoying.
So it annoys you. The more annoyed you are, the more vibration does it, more shaking it.
No, but it started like with jerks, so it's been like, I don't know, a year and a half, something like that. It would jerk. So like every time I was trying to go to sleep, it would jerk me awake. Then it would do it with my chair too. So like 24/7, it was jerking and jarring. And then it got better, because I've tried all kinds of things. And then now it's not the jerking, and it's not 24/7, but it's still there.
Sometimes it's a spirit that's grounded itself, and it wants your energy. And sometimes if it jerks you, it might just get a little bit more energy off you than normal. Do you get that, Deb? Annoying energy is probably what it's thriving on. It's a bit like fear, but annoying is better than normal. So it might jerk your bed, wake you up, and it might be just. Do you get very tired a lot at your house?
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I have a chronic illness, so that's kind of always like that. But when it first came, it was like dark energy came through the wall, and I could feel it. And then it started doing those things.
What I'll do is I'll give you some healing, but I'll also heal the at home.
And remember, you told me you got rid of that one spirit you thought.
But what I'll do is I'll also check for any portals.
Okay.
And close them if you could be a portal.
The mirror behind her bed, is that?
No, this is the dining room. This is the dining room.
Okay. Does that mirror face another mirror?
No.
You have two mirrors facing each other?
No.
Anywhere in the house?
No.
Bathroom?
No. Well, I do, but one's short and one's tall, so they're not reflecting each other.
They don't reflect each other at all?
No.
Right, I'll do healing, but I'll check. I'll see if there's any portals. It might be something ancient underneath the ground that, like what's she own built on? How old is it?
It was an old dairy farm. It's an apartment complex.
Yeah, try and do a full cleanse, closing portals and everything. So I'll be out for a few minutes. Right, so let me know if it carries on. It's the history of the ground. Yeah, it's something really bad happened about 250 years ago.
Sorry, that's Phil's wheelhouse, not mine.
What?
I said that's your wheelhouse. That's not my wheelhouse. Nope, that's not my experience. Getting rid of bump in the night.
Yeah, what's happened is someone's been killed. It's been hidden, and the person that's done it is scared to go on. So the best way of doing it is just sending it love, and I've just sent it love. And I don't often ask him, I'm not even saying I've asked. I asked for help, and he's come down, and I think it's cleared. So if you get bumps in the house at night, message me anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
I actually saw the event, so someone was running away, and the woman shot him in the back. Wasn't nice.
But normally vibration, when you're laying in bed, when the bed vibrates, that's normally telling you that there's a higher being with you, like an archangel, or you're getting downloads, either one of those. And you're vibrating, not the bed. It's you vibrating.
Yeah, that's not this.
So, yes, I understand that now. Was there anything else that you needed, Deb?
Just to see if there's anything else with me, if I have any attachments or anything on me.
That I didn't get anything on you. You look all clear. You look all clear.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Shall I brag and say that's my healing recently? Or shall I leave that one?
All right. Hi, Diane. It's good to have you here. Okay, Joan, we're ready for you.
Hi, Deb and Rick. I feel
Hi, darling. Good to see you.
To see you. Can I have a link?
You said you want some healing. I think you could give me the healing, actually, looking at that aura field. But I'll give you some healing anyway. You just want more, don't you? That's what it is.
Maybe I have some attachments.
You haven't got any attachments. I'll give you some healing.
Why my heart is so kind of blocking? It's kind of neutral.
Why is what?
My heart is kind of shielding or something.
Father says protection.
Thank you.
Up here, you're protecting yourself. So it's up here, your brain. You're protecting yourself. So from what? What are you protecting yourself from?
I don't know.
That's what you need to figure out.
They're already.
Well, that's what he said. You're the one shielding it.
Okay.
You just got a download, so that might help you. I don't know what it is. It's not my download, it's yours.
Okay.
So you're protecting yourself from something, but he said you're holding back. Phil said you just got a download, so that will help you.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Deb and Reed.
Paul, my friend Paul McCarthy.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Hi there, Phil. Hi there, Derek, and everyone. So I'd like the full Monty, Phil.
Full Monty.
I'm not taking my clothes off. Sorry.
Okay then. I thought you'd appreciate that humour.
That's great.
Some healing. I have some gastro problems, acid reflux, and I'd like to shift it if I can.
Okay. I'll give you some healing.
Father says you need to release it.
Sorry?
Father says you need to release it. You have to believe that it's gone. So
okay.
The healing's going to happen for you, but you're going to have to release it. You've got to realize that it's healed. You've been holding on to it too long.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yes, you have to release it this time.
Okay.
You have to let it go. And, we can tell you all we want that it's gone, but you got to release it yourself this time. All right?
I got it.
As of today, it's gone. Let it go.
And it's not coming back.
Yes. So thank it for its experience and watch it go bye-bye. So picture it, Paul. Picture it. Thank it. Say thank you. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for the experience, and watch it go out the window. Picture it gone. No more. So your esophagus is all healthy again. Your stomach is all healthy again. There's no more red and irritation. No more heartburn. No more stomach upsets. You can eat what you want. No more pills, no more tablets. You don't have it anymore.
Okay. Fantastic.
Like you're 20 years old. Your stomach's like it's what, you're 20 years old again.
Well, I'm 20 years old in my head.
That's right. So I don't see it. I don't see it I don't see that you have it any longer. It doesn't exist. And I can see inside your body.
And was it to do with the esophagus valve?
Yeah, at the end of your esophagus, the acid reflux shows there and in your stomach. All that. It's all to do with it. Yes, it's all clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Phil. Did you see anything else, Phil? Was there anything else?
You need to be positive thinking as well. Be more positive thinking about. Don't dwell on stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've been having a difficult time recently. My wife is ill in hospital, and it's been quite difficult. Yeah.
She is?
Yeah. Jackie, who we had a session with, she's in hospital at the moment, and she's been there for 2 weeks, and still trying to diagnose properly, because it seems like it's now really a purely mental problem as much as anything. It's purely a psychiatric problem.
Because she didn't seem ill when we.
Well, she had liver cirrhosis, which was causing problems, but she had an underlying depression, which she found very difficult to handle. Being the personality she is, was quite stubborn about help and refusing it. So now she's in hospital, and they've been running all kinds of tests and things, and brain scans and MRI, and it's indeterminate, but it seems to be at that psychic sort of level, really.
Can you send a picture of her? Message me with a picture of her, and I'll see what I can do overnight. What's happening is, when you have something bad that's happening in your life, it's like a negative energy. And if you've got any ailments, it feeds that negative energy and makes it worse. Or if you've got anything that you think is wrong with you, it will manifest more from the negative energy, from the worry. The worry will turn into a problem. Yeah. So since she's been in hospital, you've probably been not as well as you normally are.
No, I'm feeling unbalanced. Yeah, feeling unbalanced, and obviously sleeping is very, very peculiar, and it's not a balanced feeling at all.
Yeah.
But trying to maintain that balance is difficult. So I meditate quite a lot actually now. I find myself sitting up in bed in the middle of the night meditating, and that's helping me a lot. Of course, that's my resource. But nevertheless, the concern for someone you love.
Yeah.
Particularly as there's no, it's indeterminate what the outcome would be. Yeah. So I appreciate that offer, Phil, and I will certainly find a picture. And
let you visit her?
Pardon? I've only just been able to visit once. So within the last fortnight, I haven't been able to visit, but they've just started to allow visitate. And I did visit her, and it's as if when I was there, it was always like she felt so much better already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's obviously she's experiencing psychotic episodes during the night, and it's very disturbing for her, of course. And I get maybe text at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m, which don't make sense. So it's a difficult situation for her, and also for obviously everyone that is connected to her. So we feel emotionally sort of wrecked, really. So, just kind of, so we're trying to hold it all together, as it were, So anything I can do, I feel I need to make myself stronger as well. That's the thing. I think because of the position I occupy, I need to be strong for the entire family, really.
Yeah.
Just like So I feel I'm managing that okay. But I'd very much want her to get better. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Just email me the picture and I'll send it on to Phil.
Right. Okay. I'll do that. Thank you. First of all, alcohol dependency for several years, which then comes to light as suddenly you find you're ill. But of course, it was creeping up all the time. And then the psychological disturbance seems to be persistent.
It's just that if I'm going to try and heal it overnight, I've got to be careful because I don't know. Deb doesn't know. We don't know.
Right.
Because it's an unknown. Even the specialists say it's unknown. So spiritually, I've got to try and.
Because it's a created thing, which is imperfect.
Yeah.
Vibrationally, it's not correct. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a bit like when I heal cancer patients, I'm more ill from the radiation of what they've had, the actual cancer. The cancer I can manipulate and everything, but the actual, sometimes when they've had radiotherapy, it actually affects me and makes me ill.
Right.
So I've always got to be careful. That's my opinion.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't have it.
It manipulates your DNA.
But you're okay. But you're obviously, as a healer, then you have more insight into that. If you're not a healer and you're just an ordinary folk in the street, what are you going to do? You wouldn't need to have it anyway. But you would not, if you were exposed to that virus, what are you saying? That you would be able to eliminate that virus anyway? Yeah.
My own opinion, the virus is just a little bit more than the flu.
But people are dying. People are dying from it, aren't they? But what are you saying? Those numbers?
The people that are dying from it have other issues. They've got other underlying issues. It's 99.3%. That you can survive from this. It's a bad flu. It's not something that's.
Of course, yeah.
In the UK, if you look at the figures of the death for 2020 and 2014, old death, 2014 was higher. That doesn't add up.
You have to, obviously, you put it into context with the death rate anyway, other things. So those figures are not put side by side. So what I'm getting from what you're saying then is that it's creating some kind of illusion.
Can you answer that, Deb? I know what my answer is.
Well,
they did not cure cancer and heart disease, and yet the numbers for those have gone down suddenly.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'm not getting political here, but if you look at the Bill Gates Foundation and you look at all the funding, he funds the CDW, he funds the U, he funds all the media, he funds Oxford University, he funds Foucher, he funds the British Health. They fund it all, and to me it looks like he's got his pies in everywhere. So I don't believe in the media.
Well, I understand that, and also is also the biggest landowner in America. I also heard that he actually died in 2004 and had a soul switch, and he's not. The soul in him now is a different entity.
Who knows?
Yes, and so
the hospital also said that there was no cases of the flu, which makes no sense. All of a sudden, there's no cases of the flu.
Can I just say, it's a political compliance system that the deaths have been completely fictionalized. It says on the British government website that it's not even been a highly contagious disease in this country since March the 20th last year, and and there's loads more to it that I mean, I was invited to this meeting and I didn't know if I was to speak or not. I don't really know about this group, but I know a lot of things on this issue that are in the truther community. I mean, there's a lot even in the truther community that's a little bit overstated. Yeah. Is it all right for me to speak up, or
that's fine. Well, I suppose we're trying to get at the truth and get away from paranoia, aren't we?
The truth is, take the pensions from the old. The truth is, it's a silent genocide. The truth is, it's a compliance system. Look at the people that make the money, the masks. Look at the people, the corruption. Look at the high street, our high street. Those corporations all banded together. Every shop is now the same. All the staff's gone. All the robots have come in for us serving ourselves. They have just a conglomerate. I don't know how you say that word. A conglomeration. They've all. There's just a few, isn't there, that own everything. And if you look around now, who's pulling the strings. It's agenda. It's one side of it. It's Agenda 2021. The other side of it is less nefarious. I mean, I've worked with the Galactics and the Archangels, and I've learnt to heal through the Violet Flame and other modalities. And now Archangel Metatron has come in, and he's introduced me to the Black Obsidian Flame that he likes to band around, and we've been handing it around today. I've had a little bit of an issue recently because I was very extroverted, and I've been through some stuff recently, and apparently my healing abilities have been stripped from me, and I've become quite introverted. I've gone from, allegedly, so they tell me, right brain to left brain thinking. It's horrible. It's dyspraxia. But during the last lockdown, I was forced away from it all. Well, the devil himself didn't frighten me at all. In fact, I laughed in his face until I helped someone on the street rid their family line of 3 demonic entities. I didn't know truly what I was doing, and I trusted the wrong guide, which turned out to be Archangel Samuel. And he took over, and I ended up battered. I battered myself. I had knives at myself, and my guides have said to me the only way they got me to survive it and not take my life was to take a part of me that I needed. And I just wondered if you could heal this for me so that I could move forward in my life as I was before. I mean, there's so much more, and I feel a bit weird just coming on here and swear.
The best way you can get everything back. In the underworld, everyone thinks it's bad. There's a very dark side and a very light side. And you need to go to the light side and get blessed by the goddesses of earth there. And I might better take you that. So if it's in time today, we'll see if we can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I had a vampire on me, an energy vampire on me that wouldn't let go. And my guide, it's a dragon, took me there for a full blessing because I was dying. It was taking about, an healer can channel loads and loads of energy. The more energy I channeled, the more the vampire had. So I was dying. I couldn't channel enough. So I had to get blessed, and not the goddesses cut the cord. And what you do, you lie down in the white sea of the underworld, and the goddesses have a goblin, and they pour it over you while we're doing ancient tongue, angelic tongue. So
if we don't get time to do it today, would you do it for me anyway, please? That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
The goddess Kali's been around recently. Will she be involved, do you think?
I don't know what the goddesses of the underworld are called, actually. So it might be.
Lilith. That's Lilith. She's my heritage, my ancestral line, Lilith and Samael.
Oh, right. So
Samael was the entity that I captured on video.
That's a good one. We'll have to have a talk after this. Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Awesome. awesome.
So I
I've
just wanted to, quick message to Paul was, and Star actually mentioned it. So Paul, the answer is follow the money and you will get what you're looking for.
Okay.
Get that? Yeah.
Well, in principle, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
My guide, Phil, my guide's just said, and I'm giggling here because Raphael is allegedly now in the distance. He's just said, you don't have to take any of that on. You do not have to take any of that into you, son. That's what they're saying right now.
Oh,
you know, my friend, and this is how I'm doing it. This is how they're putting me to it. You know, my friend, you will not take any more of that into your system. You let it out. Let it out and let it stay out. Do not take any more. That was unusual. I've not done it in this side of my brain before. Normally it's a lot different to that.
It's because you're here. That's what it is.
I've got such a pull down my back, and I know that I've had energy attachments and things put into me because that blinking that dark energy drained my life force for 2 years, and apparently I only survived because I'm very strong. But that's what they've done to me again since meddling with things they said that I shouldn't have done on my own. They've put me back into it so that I can jolly well learn a lesson from people that's different to me. Is this a regular meeting?
Once a month. But next week we're doing one for Australia, New Zealand, but it will be in 4 hours from now. It's next week. Saturday evening.
Phil, I'm going to add you on Facebook if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, once a month we do this at this time. Well, at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is it in the UK?
Yeah.
And then we do at midnight in Australia, in the UK, and 9 a.m. in Australia, Sydney, Australia. We're starting in the Southern Hemisphere next weekend.
If you like, or from that point of view, without any judgment, that's what it would do. It would maintain a low vibration. So, because if it is of a low vibration, then it certainly wouldn't raise your vibration.
Correct.
No.
But what you're saying, if you're healing and this is wrong, or it's not correct, or it's vibrationally low, would you not be?
The way to get rid of the low vibration is to send a high frequency energy into it. But at the moment, I'm still testing that. I'm not 100% on that.
We're all still testing it.
Okay.
The only time I have, and then there's other people that I wasn't able to do any healing on at all. There was actually, I wasn't. One woman, it was because she put a wall up. She had that was.
So what you're saying, and the danger really is that because it's working at a very subtle level to do with DNA, is where the issue is.
Yeah.
Because it's restructuring DNA instructions.
Yeah.
But we're not an expert. It's supposed to be altering around the cell, not inside it. But I don't think they know, to be honest.
We just need to fire our vibrations anyway, don't we? Because at the end of the day, we don't. If we're in 3D, we get a cold. If we're not in 3D, we don't get a cold. And so just raise vibrations anyway. Phil, no, not sorry, Phil. The other man, the other man that was just talking. Are you into crystals by any chance, Paul?
Sorry.
Are you into crystals by any chance?
There are some crystals in the house, but I had no idea how to use them.
Could you grab it? And I don't want him to be concerned because that would be 3D.
Right.
I would like just to say, my darling friend, you grab a crystal and we're going to do a little spot of healing with the Archangel style. That's all. They just want to try it through me in this mood they've got me in and this place they've got me in. Archangel Raphael, Michael, I'm not hearing any more, possibly.
Awesome.
They're pulled back. I can't see them. They've blocked my third eye for being naughty.
Very good. I'm excited for you. You go for it.
I'm always on the naughty step. That's why they make me infiltrate meetings and talk over people.
I'm back. Okay, this is the crystal. That's a quartz.
I looked at one of those. I picked up the emerald. Right, sir. On your forehead it goes. Now, pop it on your forehead and channel all the love in your heart, all the love from your heart through your dragons, through your forehead, and let me see what you feel. Tell me what you feel right now, my friend. What do you feel? Oh, I've got a solar plexus thing going because my hand's moving around my solar plexus.
Check.
I feel a little vibration in my head.
Back of my head's feeling it. What kind of knob do you feel is what I've just heard behind me they're saying. We look like Daleks.
I don't get a lot of sensation of this, so forgive me if I don't report anything back.
That's okay. They said we just raised your vibration because we made you laugh. You were very concerned that we needed to make you laugh.
Okay.
Because everybody else stays focused, please.
Now what did you feel? I just blew a dragon kiss straight into your forehead. That's the Empress Kali I'm hearing. Well, let me pull you a card. They want me to pull you a card. And you carry on. I'll just do this quietly in the background. Sorry. I missed what you said there.
It said that I'm getting a message they're removing toxins from his bodies through the crystal.
Awesome. Was a question. What helps me remember that all things are still possible for me, and the intention, the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless.
Okay.
How's your head?
My head's fine. Yeah. So,
Paul, that crystal now is it's alive. There's a spirit in there. So every time you feel down, just your forehead.
Right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Did I take it off now?
You can take it off now.
No. You've got to have it on for 24 hours.
Moving on to Gabrielle.
Hello.
Gabrielle P.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Gabriel.
Hello, everyone.
Healing
today. You could tap in and...
I'll just carry on with the healing.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Phil.
Something going on with your fallopian.
Send energy and stuff and see.
It's like they're swollen. It's almost like they're that's just
I had a channeling session with Jim last week, and they tapped into the water and they said there was sulfur in it. They did like a power blast. I'm trying to find somebody to come out, and if we get the water tested, then we can send the report in. Maybe they could try to fix that.
Do you smell rotten eggs when the water's in your house? When you turn the water on, does it smell like eggs?
Not like eggs exactly, but it doesn't smell good. Everywhere I've lived kind of had crappy water all my life, so...
She didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I just... I went fluoride free for my third eye to open up. I just wondered if Gabrielle had done that too. If she could maybe drink fluoride free. I mean, I, with my guides, we did a ritual where I turned all the water in here from fluoride after for months I drank fluoride free completely. I changed my toothpaste. I drank honey, lemon, and cider vinegar and cinnamon, and then I did a ritual to Ra and the sun god, and then my third eye started to open. So I just wondered if there was something like that Gabrielle could do to protect her from the icky water.
I'll look into that. I usually, like before I eat or drink anything, I ask my angels to bless and purify it. And, but I'm open to different stuff. So, I'll look into that and see.
Apparently, Gabrielle, wear something green tomorrow and have complete faith that your water is now perfection. Archangel Gabriel's just spoken up in the back.
Will do.
Emerald green, something emerald green he wants you in.
And you also have emerald green on the inside too.
Okay, yeah. Well, I did a couple affirmations today. I don't know if you're picking up on that, but that was like, I felt drawn to do David's post about opening up and restructuring your DNA and accepting in what's for your highest good. But yeah, some heart affirmations. I can start doing that. It's good to see you. I'm feeling lighter. Thank you, everyone.
Good. Oh, Victoria's here. Hi, Victoria.
Hello,
iPhone
everyone.
has her granddaughter again. Victoria will be right after her iPhone again. iPhone has her granddaughter with her.
Yeah, that's me again. This little one right here. She's constantly getting attachments. And I want to know.
How is it a baby doesn't get attachments?
Well,
How is she getting attachments?
I don't know if she gets them from like when I feel off, but
a baby reacts to your energies.
I'm hearing that's transference. I'm hearing that it's our job as adults to take it from that child, and that's transference, and we shouldn't allow that to happen these days. So you're jolly well going to have to take it, lady, because the child cannot.
I do.
The child
I do.
cannot. This isn't me. That I'm the messenger here. I'm just the one that put it through my mouth, and we mean that in the most positive and loving sense. I took on all attachments from my creatures and everything around me, so I know it can be done.
Babies don't get attachment, but when they get their moods are a reflection of what they're getting from you. Their energy comes from you.
Well, they're a message to us, aren't they?
I had put at the bottom like a couple questions down. I put that I wanted my daughter, which I've been talking to Phil about because she lost her husband last year to a gunshot to the head. So it really affected the whole house, and since then I've been helping her raise her 2 children on her own. And I know that, she was interested in looking to see if maybe anything was attached to her, because I don't feel it's coming from me, but I do feel it's coming from her mom.
No. What's happening is she's grounding him because she won't let go. So that's all the negativity that's being created. So I will eventually sort that out with a separate one between you and. But basically, it's because of what's happened. She's holding him. She's stopping him going forward, not going to the spirit world.
Yeah, she's also had art people around her lately, and I feel it affecting the whole house. So maybe if she's willing to do the healing, I'll give him the phone to her. If you guys can scan and just see, what can be done.
I see when I've assisted spirits go from this world to the light, I've seen big grey blue wings and a castle in the background, and that's the picture that they send to me.
Are we completed? All right. We have Victoria. She has a question for Phil.
So in December, there were a lot of energies that came in. There was the 1212 portal, and then for me, the solar flash came in, the one that was anticipated for a lot of people, but it's basically for the personal journey. So not everyone will see it the way it is. Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Good. So sometimes I phase in and out, and so what I saw was my blue heart connecting with the Christ consciousness grid, and then the threefold flames was blazing like crazy all over. And, I took your advice a few months back and told me to sync my vibration, so I ate a lot of chips, chocolates, meat, and, stuff to just lower my vibration. Like, seriously, I watched a lot of Chinese drama, TV series, so what happened was, there was things that were going on, and I don't really want to bring it up on the on this session here, but there was something interesting about the back. You mentioned back, because I know that we are getting upgrades and everything, and our bodies are being worked on. So my lower back had been having these feelings in these last few months. I can't really say it's painful or anything, but it's discomfort in a way. But there was kind of like a, how your body changes. Like it used to be that you're rooted from the root chakra, held into the ground. It seems like it's possible that my system changed and is being rooted from my heart instead. And so, the crystal lotus came through and everything like that during that period as well. And so I was wondering so what I'm trying to say is my chakra system changed. this is what I feel, into I guess, a more divine blueprint or something. So I was wondering if you have that experience with you in these last few months, if that's something going on with you with that.
Not me back. I have connected to higher aspects of me, like crystal source. And I just think, and these aspects, people don't know this, you can actually be that aspect.
I know that.
So I have a feeling that you're getting higher and you're meeting a very high aspect. I can see you as a star. Have you ever been told that?
Sorry?
I can actually see you as a star.
I pass avatar consciousness. If you understand what that means.
Not really, but say it again.
There's different level of consciousness, and I pass avatar consciousness, meaning you know, I don't have to die to go through the process of rebirth or gaining, you know, filling yourself, embodying the light like you used to before. Back in the day, you have to pass over. I went through the resurrection thing, and like literally, I left and came back. So
you've already ascended.
Yes, I already ascended. That's basically an easier way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you know anything about, you know, if there's anything you can share with me for the, I guess that part of the experience, having your blue heart connected, more of the higher frequency things that I might.
I think you're connecting to a very high aspect of yourself, and you're becoming a bit like that aspect. And you've just got to take it and enjoy it.
I am enjoying it, but I keep crashing things. It took me 20 minutes just to get on here.
Because your energy was affecting the
and my what do you call it? My and I fried the laptop, and I didn't want to fry this one. This one was like
don't fry.
This one was flipping. I'm trying, like, you know, I try to keep it balanced, the energy balance in me. But I try to slow down with my energy and everything.
Have I ever told you to have an on and off switch with that power? Have you ever tried an on and off switch?
I don't use it much. That's the thing. This is why I don't want to really. I have other things in mind that I'm doing, because I have actually a different purpose to be here, something different. So I'm not a reader, a healer, or a channeler for for work, you understand, for a profession. But not a teacher in a sense either. But
I've got a suggestion. That I have this crystal here, and it transmutes dark to light. Yeah. So if I'm in a place and I'm healing, I leave it in there, and it'll turn it good. Why don't you have a crystal? Use a crystal to damp down your energy.
Can we transfer it onto the crystal?
Yeah, ask the crystal to take some of the energy.
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporary. So you can actually go on your electrics and without frying it. And obviously, crystals, what you should do is leave it in moonlight overnight, clean it out, then put your hand and program the crystal to be like a damper, an energy damper for yourself when you want it, and then connect your conscious with a crystal to work for you.
You can use your computer.
I have not tried to use the crystals in that sense, but I've been using the crystals in my healing, in my transmissions, when I clean and transmute Gaia. I use it in the astral. I use crystals.
Yeah. Try that then. I think you need an energy damper. I think you're too powerful.
When we're clumsy, sometimes that means our root chakras aren't aligned. So check that out. And if you check all your chakras, and the best thing I could introduce to anyone, anywhere, is the healing I learned was the emotion code. And I read the emotion code and I did exactly what it told me not to do. And it worked spiffingly. It got me into some scrape and some trouble, but all you need to do is be introduced to your higher self and know that you can ask your higher self any questions. It says in the book that you're only allowed to ask yes or no. And so if you stand up and use your body as a pendulum, your higher self will chat to you that way, and then learn to release negative, energetic trapped emotions from the meridian lines. I do mine through here, and then when I do it on someone else, I do it down the back. And these are all things the angels want us all to do together, because then once the chakras are aligned and once the energetic trapped emotions are gone, then our angelic guides, they continue that for us. They take care of our chakras, and we then learn to heal others, because we're all healers, really.
By that period of time, I know that the reason why my lower chakras was like the lower spine area was a little off was because I was watching too much drama on TV and positioned in a bad place. And so, but that can be easily fixed with just a meditation or two here.
Victoria, the reason why your chakra system's changing is you've got another aspect connecting to you, and it's just getting ready because you've got to change a little bit to get ready. So it's a very high vibration, and you've got to just change your chakras to allow for it.
I am connected with my oversoul and the monad.
This is a source being connection.
I know, but
I think we're connected. We're all souls together. Yes. I think we're connected. I think our crystal source beings are connected.
Yes. So what I saw was a whole bunch, and
I've seen many of me different aspects, but I tend to go for the higher ones.
Yeah. Did you? Because what happened is when that solar flash came through, right? I saw a big flash of the golden white energy coming into the galaxy, towards from the great central sun into our galaxy. And inside there, it hit a number of planets. So our entire galaxy at that time.
It felt like a wave. I felt the wave.
Yeah, I have it on video and stuff. It was crazy. It was like I was up for the whole month because of the energies I was anchoring the energy in. I was up. I think I only had 48 hours of sleep the entire month.
The other thing I have done is I've done some shadow work to the dark, because I've been demonic in one of my lives. Like I've got the higher ones, I've also got very, very low ones. And sometimes while we're in this life, clearing that is pretty good. Clearing because at the end of the day we were doing a job, so it was okay. But if we enjoyed it too much, you can collect residue, and you just get rid of the residue. I once went to a lower dimension to save someone, and I stayed there a while because I enjoyed it. The experience. That's me for you.
Thank you for the
Thank you, darling.
advice. Thank you.
Susan Mulhern is next.
I think she's gone.
I was asked her to put me in the queue, and then she had to turn off the computer. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Susan's gone.
I'm in the car. We're driving somewhere now.
Okay.
If you wanted to on me, I'm here.
Go ahead then.
I just wanted to scan in the healing.
You want some healing? Is there any question?
Yeah, I'm still dealing with my skin condition.
Is it improved at all? I'll give you some healing on it. What I've just done, I've upgraded your aura field to try and heal your skin. So I've added something I've added green energy actually to the aura field. So when the aura field's on the skin, it should get absorbed into the healing.
I got a message, Susan, that I'll talk to you about offline. You're welcome. All right, David, you needed a healing?
Yes. Yeah, I've been experiencing fluctuations and high rapid pulse. And before, somebody was saying that there was the bone marrow, there wasn't red blood cells. So, I mean, anything that comes up with any type of healing, I'm trying to figure things out and get things balanced, and reaching out to different places and going within and meditation, and still having past couple days, every time I wake up, my pulse is like 90 to 100, and for, an hour or so.
You look like you've improved, though.
You said it feels like I've improved a bit?
It looks like you've improved, yes, from the energy.
Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of light language and send healing to myself, too, so hopefully that's part of it.
I'll give you some more healing.
Yeah, just figured any insight into that or healing, whatever feels best.
There's nothing wrong with your heart.
Okay.
Do you know, I think it's either astral work or dreaming.
Oh, I'm doing. I just asked a question with Jim Charles that I've been working on the Stargate and the Earth grid and other stuff in astral.
It's trying to separate. It's coming when you're coming back. You seem to have an heart palpitation from it.
Oh, what did you call it?
You have like a palpitation when you come back from your astro work. Your heart like sees everything, if you know what I mean. It's like the memory's coming back, and you have like a palpitation on your heart. So I'll try and separate that. I'll try and do a way so when you come back.
Yeah, and I've been working on just, knowing that we're infinite beings and that it, eventually should be okay, but I still get a little stressed about it and not sure how to separate that.
Right. I put something into you. I put like a code in your brain to adjust to it. Okay? If I get that, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Okay. I think your body it doesn't get your astro work, and that's why it's in like a semi-shock for an hour. It's getting over it.
It's like, what's going on here? Yeah, I feel like really hot sometimes.
The other thing,
I think that's your anxiety that you're thinking there's something wrong with you, and you caused that yourself.
What, the palpitation? Is that what you're saying?
Well, everybody gets palpitations in the energies. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your. I get heart palpitations, and I know there's nothing wrong with my heart. So you go into fear. I've told you this before, David. We all go through these upgrades too. When the energies are coming into the earth, or when you're getting downloads, sometimes you get a heart palpitation. The heart palpitations or the fluttering in your heart doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your heart.
I didn't think it was the heart. I just wanted to find out, what was going on with my body. Like, what is going on? It's crazy.
But doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, David. You automatically think you're dying. You're not. You're not dying.
I think it's Deb. I think it's just the astro coming back. But when I come back, when I'm healing, my body shakes violently and I think I'm having a fit. I can't park my soul very well because I always stay out too long. So when I'm healing and come back, I'm like that. And the healers think I'm dying. But no, just can't park my body very well.
I don't think that David's doing that in the middle of the night or coming back in the morning. David can call me in the daytime and he'll call me and say there's something, I can't breathe or there's something going on. Because he causes it himself by getting upset, thinking he's got something wrong with him. But,
that's happened.
Overthinking.
Yeah. But I don't believe that that's happening every time. Because I've had it happen to me, then it's not happening in the same way. I'm not going into that mode every single time but
every time we've scanned you, there's been nothing physically wrong with you.
Okay.
Have you been rushed to the hospital with something physically wrong with you?
Oh, I did. I mean, I did go to the hospital not too long ago.
Do you know, this happened to me, and what you've got to tell yourself is your heart is the strongest heart in all the world. That's what I had to do in the hospital, because my heart's the strongest heart in the world. Did one of your people die of a heart attack or something? Is there a message in it for you that you're to tell yourself that it's stronger than you're telling yourself? Is it your mind? Is it your heart?
I believe with some experiences when I was younger, there was something that happened when it was a serious thing going on.
So is it a trauma from when you were a child and trying to release itself?
There was definitely a trauma. Yeah,
Can you do me a favor?
I nearly died. The angel said that there was 3 times where I should have died. Basically.
What exactly was that? What happened that you should have died?
I didn't get the details on that. There was one time where my heart was going super fast, and I should have called the ambulance, but I was lying on the floor and I didn't call them because I knew that they were going to have to break down the door, and I didn't.
How old were you?
How old was I?
Yeah.
Between 20 and 30, I believe. I was partying too much.
Can you do me a favour? Have you got a hat on or something? If you have, take your hat off. get your hands, rub them together. Archangel Metatron here says, imagine black. Now tell your heart that you have the strongest heart in all the world, pulsates perfectly. And if you just get your hands and put one at the bridge of your nose, take it all the way down over your meridian, down to the back of your neck. Do that 10 times, and you've got an ancestral, negatively acting and trapped emotion to release. So if you do it 10 times, that's an astral.
Which direction? I'm not sure which direction you're talking about.
So
from the nose?
Start it at the bridge of your nose. So you want to go from the bridge of your nose all the way over the top of your head and all the way down to the back of your neck. One stroke and then another. Do it 10 times, and that's ancestral. And then do it another 3 times, and that one's your own personal one. You had an ancestral attachment to release.
So that's 13 times.
Another thing, David.
Yes.
If you had a trauma when you were a child, sometimes you have meditation and go back to that trauma and tell yourself that you are loved, you are fine, you are good. So if there's any past life, any traumas when you were a child, heal you might have broke your soul fragment, and you just go back to that life and heal yourself by saying that you're loved, you're there for yourself. This is an old version. You're doing okay. And do that in meditation.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, everyone. It's Star and Philip.
You're welcome. It's strange when you do that. I did that, and then all of a sudden I started getting information of when I was 1. I actually saw visions of when I was 1. Because I cleared one trauma and then that carried to another trauma, and all of a sudden I was clearing everything. Memories were coming into me I never had before.
Oh yeah.
Childhood memories of when I was 1 year old, which is quite young.
And you need to thank it for the lesson and release it. You can't live in fear of these traumas for the rest of your life.
I know, it's horrible.
Well,
find where the trauma started. When did it first start? Why did it? What reason is it? It probably you need to heal yourself from that time.
I heard from a couple different people something happened when I was 7, so maybe that too.
So what?
Go back to when you were 7, and then think about the time that when you were 7, and then thank it for the experience and release it. These are things that have to be released.
Okay.
But what you do is you go to that 7-year-old as yourself and you say, look, you're going to be fine. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love. Yeah. That's what I did. I think I was 5. I thought I was alone.
And what can I do to raise my vibration now?
By healing that 7-year-old. In a child of yours, a 7-year-old version of you, he'll go back, go in your timeline, go back to that time in meditation and heal yourself. And you might cry doing it as well.
Yeah, I mean that would be good because then you know it's working.
Well, what you're doing is you're repairing your soul. You're collecting your fragment soul.
Much love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So a lot of times people will say, go back and meditate on that incident or whatever and heal yourself. So what I wanted to let you know is that you can rewrite your story. So I know you guys have heard this before, but so what you do is you go back to the situation and then you recreate it in your mind in an imagination as a different situation. And then as you're creating it as that different situation, that's how the healing comes, because then your child self will begin to start to feel protected, safe, loved, and say these words out loud. I am. Use the word I am with it, and then that adds power to it. So that's all I had to say.
I think we got everybody. Did we get everybody? Okay.
You don't need healing. You just want
those there. So the healing requests. No, actually, I do. I have discovered that my pineal gland is calcified, and so I've been working on decalcifying it, but it's not done yet, and so that's where I'm looking for healing. And if I get anything,
sun gazing. Have you been sun gazing?
Yes.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah. And plus, I'm an aspect of Ra, so you would think me of all. Like, okay, you're an aspect of Ra. I know. Let's send you in and make sure that you've got to work on your pineal gland.
brilliant. One of my first lives was I was part of Ra's entourage, and apparently my ego was so huge that I wanted to take over the world. So I've been sent down here to mirror it from this side in my last life, because I came from a family of narcissists, and so I had to heal being a narcissist. Yeah.
You have there's like a scab. It almost looks like a scab.
I'll do my bit.
I'm getting the message that you put it there, Wendy.
Figures.
He says go up there and just take it off. Reach up and remove it. Remove it. Right here. Right here. Go up and take it off. Now can you see? See the lights. See the lights. All open. All the lights.
Colors.
Your colors are all going to show. All the colors are going to show.
Cooking on gas.
That is a blessing from God, and He is thanking all of you for your work, and the combined energy of everyone is sending so much light and so much glory up to the angelic realm and the galactics right now, that they can't thank you enough for how proud they are of you, how blessed you are, and how...
We lost her.
She said the phone was running out.
Can I ask before we finish? I don't want to trample on anybody's toes, so we'll wait till the very end. But can I ask everyone in all the world to send my puppy dog healing? Because I healed her.
My husband and I healed animals.
I healed her too.
I can.
And I can tell you I can tell your puppy tell you what your puppy's past lives are. We can tell you that too.
I know she was my teal dog. She was my first ever dog. She had Cushing's disease, the vet said. So I removed the seed within her and put it inside me and released it through the violet flame to God's source with love and light. But then I got traumatized by it because I didn't even know what a healer was at that time. And I saw her die in front of my eyes. And I had no idea what the flippity flip was going on. And so my guides just told me to do it really quickly. And I did it and released it, and then was like, I spent a whole week paranoid.
What it is, you broke the rules. That's why. It gets you back.
She wasn't dead. They told me to do it.
But
I don't think it was your guys. I think it was somebody else that told you to do
it. Is breaking the rules. It's a bit like when I was healing my 3-year-old of something bad, and it took me out for a day. I couldn't get up. I was completely out because it was breaking the rules a little bit.
Oh well, it was worth it.
Yeah, I know, it was worth a week.
Could she have some more, please? Because I'm about ready to have her put to sleep. Because she's so in need. She's the best little creature in all the world.
Don't put her to sleep. Let them die naturally. Let me see that face.
The last dog I was healing, there's a place next to me, and she was 15 and she could hardly walk. I gave her healing. The next day she was like a 7-year-old. She had another 2 years. The owner said, "What did you do?" She said she's like a little baby again. She was hardly walking the day before. He was going to put her to sleep, but a few days later, in the end, she had another 2 years. So
that's amazing. That's why my guides have put me here today, because I've done all this on my own within the year in lockdowns. I've had no one to talk to and no one to really help. I've not met such a fabulous group of people that do things like this for each other before.
What's your puppy's name?
Poppy. Poppy.
Poppy. Got it. Hi,
This is Poppy. She's my emotional dog. Whenever I'm in a...
This little girl's getting a special treatment with... Father's just put green energy in her whole torso. She's getting the full treatment. And now going into her heart muscle is his white diamond energy, and now it's turning molten gold, and it's going to go through her whole bloodstream as her heartbeat pumps. This molten gold is going through her whole blood system, and and it's going to heal every organ in her body. And it's going to go through all her veins, everywhere, from, in her head, her brain, everywhere. So as her heart is beating, I'm seeing it go through her whole body. This molten golden energy.
I'm seeing gold too.
So inside her body is her chest, her torso's got the emerald energy, and that will stay there. And her molten energy, this molten gold, will go through her body. It's gone from the snoot all the way down to her paws. And this will stay with her and just absorb through. And it'll be on the outside of her auric field as well. So even her chakras are all healed and aligned. That will stay with her for 6 days. So she'll drink a lot more water and flush through all the toxins. And in a few hours, you're going to see a different puppy.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, my best friend. And this here, this is Domino.
Hi, Domino.
He's not fussed. Thank you. I saw gold when you did that too. Thank you massively. I thought I just had to be on my own. I literally haven't shared myself with anyone for months and months and months.
We are here. Phil and Rick and I have been doing this for, it'll be a year next month, I think.
Wow.
And we're doing it next week as well. It's for Australia, but it's
Australia.
UK time will be 5 to 12 at midnight. So, is there any
I
more?
want to thank everybody for. Is there any more? If we're missing anybody, shout out now.
Shall we do the Atlantis Halo quickly?
So we all please send healing to and love and light to Rick and his boo boo. See his boo boo?
Yeah, that's better.
Thank you, Davina, for thinking about Rick. I think Rick's knees. Send Rick healing to my husband's knees. That's what I want. Is his knees. His wrist is doing good. So
you know what he needs to do, don't you? My friends, you need to do this emotion code, because if that's his knees, I released my entire energetic code and ancestral, and many of it is arthritis-y stuff. You can remove it just by releasing the energetic emotions. Read that, do it, you'll heal yourself from the inside out and the outside in.
You have to read about our story. Go to our website. It's healpeachlove.org and read what happened to us.
But they want us to do everything together, because then it's all different depths. Because if he had done that and he'd got to know the emotions, he wouldn't have hurt his knees.
Emotion. Yeah, my husband, the white light came to my husband and merged with him. So Creator actually merged with my husband, which is why he has this healing gift. And I get the downloads. So I get to see everything. I see what happens inside everybody's body as they're healing.
Wow.
And and Creator talks to me and lets me know what's going on. So I'm not seeing, if I don't understand something, I ask them telepathically. I can see attachments. I can see if they've got attachments, or I can tell if somebody's lying to us.
Wow. Yeah.
And
I'm a
human. And their past lives. And we know what their past lives are. He did when the white light merged with him. That's the only time he cried. And one other time.
Yeah, that broke me right down.
That's the way we've learned, isn't it? I mean, my dad died. I didn't cry for 30 years. I'm afraid it got me.
Sharon, I didn't cry since I was born since last year, and I met some sort of twin flame in Australia, and she gave me keys, and I cried for an hour. Never cried before.
It unlocked your emotions. Get the emotion code read, sir.
I'm going to end this, and you can continue talking if you'd like after this is done. But let me send these people off that with love and gratitude.
Dad, can we do a 2-minute grounding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Sharon, you might enjoy this one actually. This is something I did at Atlantis, but I'll do it very, very quick. And what you got to do is you got to visualize a circle around your head, like an halo, bright white halo. It's bringing white source light. If you up the frequency, you can create a portal, but we'll just call it an halo at the moment. And then what you do is you just go to your crown chakra up and down, and what it's doing is it's healing you and grounding all the negativity you might have picked up in the day. So it goes 2 down, 4 inches down, 2 inches up, 4 inches down, 2 inches up, 4 inches down, 2 inches up. If it changes colour, like red, dragon red, it means it's clearing attachment. Yellow, it's helping your emotions. So it goes all the way down, all the way up to your root chakra, all the way down to your feet. It's doing it 4 down, 2 up, 4 down, 2 up. When it gets to your feet, channel moon energy from your crown chakra all the way down to clear everything. And then any negativity put into the earth. I know that was very, very quick. And then just have a few seconds of heavy breathing. And that's it. That normally takes 10 minutes, by the way.
I love grounding. I've got a good.
That was from Atlantis.
Thank you.
For 20 years, I used to think it was not an halo, like a crystal thing that just went down. And then someone said, that sounds like an halo. And I thought, it is an halo, isn't it? So I was given that, but I wasn't told what it was.
Mine slipped.
Right.
When everybody's done.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you next month.